we're not addressing the root problems that help to form the vision statement and help support the vision statement. Ingrid, PBIS is not working, right? Aspects of MTSS are not working. We have heard these things for months, and we are failing to actually talk about, okay, great. What about PBIS isn't working? What about MTSS isn't working? What about the ODRs aren't working?
Did hear, and we've heard before, that PBIS doesn't work. There's a variety of reasons that any prescribed program doesn't work. And so I think we need to explore that that statement a little bit. I think we need to gather the data, like you said. Now, there is a data tool that PBIS has, and that's something that we've got tonight on our comprehensive safety plans. PBIS is measured through a tiered fidelity inventory. The Keenan report indicated that PBIS isn't being implemented at our schools with fidelity. Love to see the data.
And
Ms. Garrity,
Yeah.
can I jump in? Okay.
go ahead.
Just on the purpose of the meeting,
Mhm.
since it seems to be unclear, I think it's like the board is supposed to set the vision. So I think what we're here for is to say to the cabinet and the superintendent, like, this is the direction that we want to go. So to Mr. Watson's point, we have heard complaints about PBS. So we need to make the decision whether to keep PBIS and try to do it with more, what was the word?
Fidelity.
Fidelity, thank you.
Doing it right.
Or scrap it and find a different program.
To me, the answer is looking at the entire picture of what isn't working that is potentially attributing a student to get to that point of potential suspension. It's not it's not about the suspension, right? It's, do we have the systems in place that are going to correct the situation well before it even gets to this point? And that is my point that I'm trying to make is, to me, it's not about suspension. It's not about the behavior. It's what is working and what is not working. And to me, that should be the priority. It should literally be looking at all of the program listed out, all of the programs 1 through 20, whatever the case may be, and going through one by one and getting teacher feedback, CSEA feedback, admin feedback, cabinet, everybody's bases, special ed, like everybody, and identifying what are the things. 10 out of the 20 don't work. Okay, great, let's pivot. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not specifically up here going to say like suspension for everything, because I just don't believe in that. I believe in looking at a bigger picture solution that then trickles down and allows the teachers to have autonomy and a guardrail of how to assess certain situation. The framework that we're talking about is not working. So the framework that's in place needs to be fixed, and suspension or expulsion, things, that's 1% of the problem. So how do you address 99% of what the teachers are experiencing?
It's pretty clear for like that capturing kids' hearts works. It's pretty clear that most people are not happy with PBIS. So like I said before, I think it's time to either figure out that it's not being fidelitous, or dump it and get a new program, because the bottom line is, like, if the kids are emotionally dysregulated and they're not learning how to be emotionally regulated, then that would be step one, in my opinion. So if PBS isn't the answer, then we need to get a different program.